The Earth Spirit Journal, July 2016. A monthly newsletter created with the intention of providing you with thoughts on the evolving shamanic practice of bringing balance between the earth and spirit. Turning the page. Welcome to Shamanics in Portugal's journal. Our intention is to remind you, our readers, friends and connections, we are all part of a much larger, ever-evolving community, bringing balance between Father Sky and Mother Earth. The journal is also available on YouTube, so that you can listen to it as well as view some of the scenery where our events are held. With the passing of June, we now have less than 180 days left of 2016. Remembering, as a 9 universal year, the focus is still for all of us on wholeness, integration and completion. As the 9th and final year in our current 9-year cycle, it is the moment for completion, being ready to turn the page to the new cycle. Transitions begun. June had for many the sense of quiet before the storm of transition. The restructuring which has been initiated is not only about Britain and the EU. It is affecting every aspect of our lives, and there are still the weeks to the next equinox to run. Did you feel dizzy, nauseous, have blurry vision or other bodily aches and pains in the middle of June, perhaps? This was the effect, maybe, of a shift on the Earth's magnetic field during the weekend prior to the solstice on 20th of June. The result of this 3 to 5 degree shift is that magnetic north is no longer lined up with the North Star as it has been for millennia. As a 9 universal year, this last part of 2016 is going to push us all to let go of anything that no longer serves us. Only then will it be possible to allow abundance to effortlessly cascade into every area of your life. The new moon rose on 4th July, when the USA celebrated turning of a new page in its own history, independence. This new moon is in the sign of the sacred feminine, the creative mother energy and the nurturer, encouraging us all to look at ourselves honestly, giving love to every nuance, action, thought and feeling. It therefore offers an energy to peer within and view our relationship to our mother within, our sacred intuitive natures, no matter our gender. A moment to consider what can your inner mother teach you at this moment, and allow that wisdom to be imparted from a place of unconditional love of self. The restructuring for each of us is in part to balance our male and female polarity, thereby rippling out to all of humanity and so all of creation. Our suggestion is therefore to take a moment to dream the dream of the goddess and create harmony and loving combination of the masculine and feminine within us all. The full moon on the 19th will shed greater light on any changes needed. It will also bring forth an even greater urge to connect with others in our family and community, reminding us once again to let go of old emotional patterns preventing us from turning the page. The very next day, the 20th, Venus and Saturn form a harmonious trine, encouraging us to take responsibility by addressing all our relationships and actively work on our wealth creation projects. One Spirit Work. Our next event at Shamanics in Portugal is on 16th-17th July, focusing on working with the ancestors. This event is for those seeking to be free from the limitations of your family lineage. It requires experience of journeying. A copy of our All About Air workbook will be provided to all who book. The final vision quest for 2016 is planned for 22nd to 25th September at the end of this period of transition. There will be a half-day introduction to shamanic journeying on the morning of 22nd September, followed in the afternoon by the start of the vision quest. A copy of our All About Fire workbook will be provided to all who book. Should this date in September not be convenient, and you feel the call to quest during the last part of 2016, email us at support@shamanicsinportugal.com to indicate dates most convenient for you to quest. Just include your name, email address and dates. We will then assess numbers for a particular weekend, and if convenient, email to confirm the date and to request a booking. 29th to 30th October will be our event Discovering the Inner Realms, an introduction to shamanism. This will introduce you to the shamanic experience of ritual, creating sacred space, journeying, meeting your guides, power animals and much more on our experiential journey together. It will provide you with powerful, effective tools to let you tap into the unseen world for insight and healing which requires no external authority, intermediary or even beliefs, just yourself. A copy of our All About Air workbook will be provided to all who book. The full list of events is available by visiting this link, forthcoming events. 4th of July, integrity. Real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing that nobody's going to know whether you did it or not. Oprah Winfrey. When we walk on this earth and we are not feeling in our power, it is showing us we are not walking with integrity and impeccability. We may be trying to please others by being something we are not. We may want to be accepted. We may be fearful of stepping into our power due to the possibility of judgment and afraid others will not like us. Also being afraid we may lose everything we hold close to us. We may be fearful of our personal relationships changing. We are taking a huge risk by walking into the unknown. Authority can keep one from walking one's own path. When we step into our power, we are not affected by what others think about us. We walk our talk, and we stand tall in the face of adversity. We may be giving away our power to others who are feeding on it to build their own ego mind state, and then we have fallen from our own inner strength. Or we have never even found it. This can really have a very negative effect within each of us. It can start to corrode our inner feeling, our inner being. We may start to build up anger, resentment, frustrations, disease within our beings. When we are able to speak our truth, and even if that truth is not heard or affirmed, and we still stay within our own beliefs, we are walking with integrity. Stepping into your own power may mean there's going to be change in your life that may appear very challenging. Stepping into the certainty of uncertainty. For example, if you are in a relationship where you feel powerless and you feel the rising of your own power, this is the moment to say stop. I do not like this. No, this will change patterns of behaviour. You want to change? If your partner, friend, family, etc. sees this and grows with you, then there is healing, movement forward, and impeccability moves into the relationship. If the partner wants no change, does not take some responsibility for change, and you still taught your truth, there may be breakdown in the relationship. This is when you are facing integrity and impeccability, by still playing with what you desire, what you believe in. If there's no change, then maybe you has to walk away. With integrity come dignity, compassion, impeccability, devotion to your own truth, honesty, and an unwavering in your own belief, even when there are distracting and contrary influences. This is not to say you then become self-important and righteous with your own power. This is impeccability. With your own empowerment comes humility. You have forgiveness within and an ability to recognise when your own power struggles are at play and to be honest about it. With integrity, we make sure we are in no way trying to control others. We are honest and have no hidden agendas. We are watchful of ourselves, and we can catch ourselves when we start to be more aware about how we have been in the world and how we want to be in the world. When we start to shift in our awareness of what we are doing to create drama and destructiveness with self and towards others, we can stop this much quicker. We may not even have to face these problems. We become healthy, more vibrant and more positively active within the relationships to ourselves, to our lovers, friends, within our workplace and in general. We start to know ourselves, recognising, warts and all, and accepting that none of us are perfect, though we are all at least trying to become clearer and move into the higher vibrations that integrity will produce. Self-investigation as to how you are feeling with yourself and within your relationship with others is very important for your own health and well-being. Are you allowing people to manipulate you for your own needs? Are you controlling others for your own benefit without the use of integrity? Are you honest with yourself? Are you not telling your truth, thus allowing others to keep acting inappropriately with your permission? For they do not know until you tell them that this is a behaviour or action that does not sit right with you. Integrity is telling myself the truth. Honesty is telling the truth to other people. Are you fearful of the changes that moving into your own truth will bring? A very large proportion of us allow our lives to be lived like this through fear of hurting others to gain our own freedom. Does this stop you walking your truth? Are you fearful of losing everything? Work, financial stability, friendships, your marriage, your children, whatever it may be? Can you be honest with yourself about your own dramas, priorities, needs and goals, and then look at your own behaviours to see if this is serving your true purpose with integrity and with impeccability, which is to be at your best at all times, an objective for all of us to achieve in this lifetime. A quote, a poem by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, not deal in lies, or being hated, don't give away to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and loss, and lose and start again of your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Portuguese power animal for July. Dog. Loyalty. Dog has been in service to mankind from very ancient times. It is said that he is man's best friend, gentle, loving and full of compassion. Also, dog is man's protector of his territories, animals and man himself. Dog teaches us about loyalty and will always show compassion. Are we being loyal to ourselves and others? Do we gossip and have opinions of others that do not support growth? Dog will be loyal to the last, even if treated with cruelty. Look at yourselves and our behaviours, and that of our friends. Are we sitting with truth in our being, whilst we are with ourselves and others? Do you sit with open heart and compassion, even in the face of adversity? Are you devoted to your family and friends? Are you reliable and steadfast in your actions? Are you loyal to self, and do you stand for truth, showing yourself to be like dog, your own best friend? Dogs have a talent for picking up on subtle energies that humans mainly have no awareness of, so we trust their sense of perception. They show when they do not trust someone, and they will show when they are happy to be around you. If you watch and learn from your companion what he is showing you, you can be guided into safety, even if we have no sense of danger. Can we open up more to the subtle psychic energies that are around us, opening up that possibility there is much more than our current perceptions provide? Are we in service with our family, friends and communities that we live in? Or are we only living with self-interest? Dog teaches us to have self-respect, self-loyalty, self-value, self-love, truth and integrity. This will then open us up to being of great assistance to others with deep respect. So the medicine of dog is a reminder of kindness, compassion, guardianship, nurturing, protection, assistance, friendship, trustworthiness, sensory perception, service and reliability. Can we sit with ourselves and say that we are all of these things? Or is dog reminding us to open up and become more of this way of being? On a personal note, I'm reminded when holding ceremonial space, outside especially, the dogs that are around us are drawn to the circle. They tend to sit outside of the group and lay peacefully sleeping. It feels as they are there to support the work going on and to give us of their own energies. And we feel it. There is calmness, trust and support, and I'm sure that dog energy has a part to play in it. Also, as they are aware of subtle energies, I'm sure they are open to the energy work that is happening within the group, its connections to Gaia and Spirit, and it pulls them to be close. We have never been disturbed by their energies. They are also guardians of the sacred space we have created. Also, there have been many stories telling the tale of when dogs either stay with their wounded two-footed friend or they run to bring help. This shows such connection to humanity. We should be eternally grateful for their presence on this planet and the part they have to play in our evolution. As a 16 universal month, July is a month when our intuition is expanded. So expect sudden insights, unexpected changes and transformation, as well as allowing you to access wisdom, wealth and leadership. The number 7 is the number of the mystic, the seeker of wisdoms, knowledge and understanding universal laws. The number 7 is the number of self-responsibility, transformation and growth. In doing so, we can then embrace our old wounds, allowing these to be healed and take our dreams and visions of our new, real selves, authentic wisdom. From that new page, we can allow our light to shine more brightly than we have ever thought possible before. Susan Gregory and the Shamanics in Portugal team. If this edition of the Earth Spirit Journal was forwarded to you, and would like one to be sent directly to you, please visit the link shamanicsinportugal.com/subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy this month as you turn the page.